Hello there. Welcome to day 227 of our Let's Grow annual challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. And today, of course, we're talking about confidence growth. And our specific topic is perfect timing. Now, I say perfect timing because I personally don't believe that anything or anyone or any circumstances or any timing, excuse me, is actually perfect. I think perfect is an illusion. It's just like beauty. It's in the eye of the beholder. What's the right time for you? Or I'd rather say right time than perfect timing, because the right time means you're ready. The world around you is aligned, and it's time to take some kind of action or take a step forward, usually a step out of our comfort zone. So we've got Trevor's story and guide 2 today. Excuse my morning throat. Of the Let's Grow Annual Challenge private Facebook group page. So you can go there and you can read all about Trevor and how he applied and how the concept of perfect timing impacted his life. When I think about my life and about timing, some of the times that I took action and did things seemed like the exact wrong time to be doing something. But then in hindsight, which is always 2020, no matter how bad your vision is, I found out that those actions that I took at the time were actually the exact right thing to do at that time. Moving from one job to another, starting a certain business in a certain industry, shutting down or selling a business in a certain industry at a particular time. All of the things, and sometimes at the time it feels like it's not the exact right thing for you, but your instinct and your gut, your head, heart, and your intuition all tell you to do something. And so you go with that and you do it. At least that's been my experience. It's when I ignore any one of those things, it is to my personal detriment. And it's usually because of fear in some way, shape, or form. Let's be honest, we're all afraid of something. But when I procrastinate or put off making a decision or make the wrong decision, because guess what? We all do that too, right? We make the right decision. Hopefully we make the right decision more often than the wrong, but we all make wrong decisions and wrong choices. Some of mine, I look back on it and I just shake my head and I'm like, oh my God, where was my brain? What was I thinking? Because it certainly wasn't engaged in that particular situation. So today we're just going to look at, let me see what I wrote down for an action item. I can't remember actually. We're going to share one example of an experience or something or some decision that we made that it turns out, because we're going to look back now and say, well, when did I feel like I made a choice, a decision, took action, and it turned out to be perfect timing? Because we've all got situations like that in our life. We want to dig into those more deeply. We want to look at those and self-reflect on what was going on, what was I thinking, what was I feeling, what was the situation? Because we can replicate that intentionally by paying attention to the timing of things. You know, sometimes it's not the right time to buy a house. It's not the right time to take out another credit card. It's not the right time to get involved in a certain relationship. It's not the right time to end a certain relationship. It depends. And so we need to keep in mind our core values, what's important to us. And I will always say, have tools in your toolbox that you can use, like the head, heart, intuition, decision-making tool, so that you are not just doing the first thing that comes to mind when you're faced with a challenge or a setback or an obstacle. You're actually consciously choosing what to do. It might take a few minutes longer to do an analysis to decide, is my head, is my heart, is my intuition aligned on this course of action? It might take you a couple minutes to run through that in your mind. But if you don't do it and you realize after the fact that you've made a decision, you've gone down a certain road and you're, 25 steps into it and you're like, oh my God, this is totally the wrong road for me. Well, that's okay. But then you stop and turn around and do what you need to do to go back to the part of the decision that you missed. And you only have to do that a couple of times before you automatically listen to the entirety of yourself and what's important for you before you make decisions and choices. At least that's been my experience with working with other people and teaching them how important it is to really check in with yourself before you take action on things. Now, it doesn't mean put it off, stay in your comfort zone, procrastinate. It means quickly and consider different aspects and components before just taking an action, and see how much more often, it feels like the results you're getting are because of perfect timing. Not in, we like to credit things outside of us for different successes and different factors. We also like to blame them when things don't go our way, but we have to keep in mind that we control the things that we control, and everything else, it's kind of a crapshoot. So that's why we want to look at it from different angles before we take action. All right, our action item today again is think back, or maybe you're in a situation right now that feels like perfect timing. Share those in the comments below so we can learn from one another. I'm going to think about my life and see if in what area I feel like I'm experiencing perfect timing right now. I don't know. There's lots of chaos going on. All right. Have an awesome day. And if I can help you anyway, ask. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow for another confidence growth topic that can help us, each and every one of us, by doing one little thing every day to improve our confidence. All right. And to grow. Have a great day. And I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.